Hi, Kindergarten Penguins. It's Mrs. Comer here, and I'm so excited for you to join me for another day of Writer's Workshop. Let's get started with our gathering song. We are gathering on our laptops. Everyone is home now. We are in this together. Nice job. Thanks again, Jonathan, for that remix. I want to tell you a little story today. And when we were in kindergarten, a lot of us have read this story, but if you haven't, it's okay. This story is called Silly Sally. Now, Silly Sally went to town singing backwards upside down. And you can see Silly Sally right here. She is so silly. She's going to town being all types of silly. But look, the pig, the dog, and even the duck decided to join her and to go to town backwards, singing upside down. Isn't she so silly? I know, I thought the same thing. Well, today we are going to convince people to follow us. But we're not going to be singing, and we're not going to be walking upside down, and we're not going to be going backwards. We're not going to do anything like Silly Sally. But we are going to have people follow us by using our writing. So we're going to be convincing people to follow us just like Silly Sally did using our writing. So today I want to teach you that writers get people to follow their ideas by giving them lots and lots of reasons why they should follow them. The more reasons they can give you, the more convincing you will be. So in the beginning of the year, way back in the beginning, we had writing all about ourselves, our narrative unit, where we told stories about ourselves and things that we did and things that we learned. The middle of the year, we talked about how-tos, those things that we could teach other people how to do. Well, now we are going to persuade or give our opinion about things. Now, this is going to be so much fun because we can tell things that are problems. Now, we see problems at home. We see problems at our school. We see problems in our community. We even see problems in the whole world. So to be a good writer, we're going to make the world a better place by using our words. Yesterday, Miss Scranton was able to show you about finding that problem. Now, a problem could be as simple as running in the hallways, or a problem could be a little bit bigger, like trash on the playground, or a problem could be really big about the virus that's going around, couldn't it? That could be a big problem, and that's affecting us all right now. But then, after you have that problem, you're going to think about it. And then you're going to write about it. So you already did that yesterday. So today, we're going to add more. And the way that we're going to add more is we want people to follow us, right? We want to convince them by giving them lots and lots of reasons why we think our opinion is the most important. And we're going to give those reasons why they should or shouldn't do something based on our reasons. So I had a girl in my class named Hannah. Now, Hannah had a big problem at her house. Now, Hannah's problem at her house was people kept coming into her room when she didn't invite them in. So Hannah decided she was going to take this into her own hands. And she knows that writing is so powerful and is a good way to communicate our ideas. So Hannah decided that she was going to do this by making a sign on her door. So let's go ahead and read Hannah's sign. See privacy. Knock on my door only. Okay, so we know Hannah's problem is people keep coming into her room. She thought about it. She made a sign about it, and she's saying, hey, this is a problem. But guess what? Hannah was very upset because people kept going into her room even though she had a sign. Nobody was following that direction. Nobody was following her like Silly Sally. Nobody was convinced that they shouldn't go in there. So today, I want you to think about these 3 steps when you're trying to convince somebody. So Hannah doesn't want people to come into her room. So now she has to think of a reason why she doesn't want anybody to go in her room. So the first one is think. Think of a reason why Hannah doesn't want someone in her room. So Hannah shared with me that she didn't want someone in her room because she had all of her toys lined up all around, and they were her audience when she was being a teacher. So she didn't want anybody in her room because she didn't want that messed up. So she had all of her toys out and she didn't want anybody messing it up. So then the second thing you do after you think of your reason why you don't want that to occur, then you're going to write it. You're going to add to your writing. So Hannah could say, please don't come into my room, or please knock because, and Miss Comer uses this word because, and that tells people why, convincing them that they shouldn't. Because I have toys all over the ground and I don't want you to step on them. So she could add that to her sign. Then, number 3, you're going to do it all over again. So now we got to think of another reason why. So another reason Hannah might ask people to knock on her door instead of just barging in is maybe she's taking a nap and she wants some quiet time to be mindful, and she might need to decompress her ideas. So the second reason why Hannah made that sign is the first reason she had her toys everywhere and she didn't want anybody to step on them. The second reason was she wanted some quiet time. Sometimes her house gets really noisy with her dog Jojo and she doesn't want that, so she'll go in her room to stay quiet. So maybe another reason that she thought about was she wanted it quiet. Now she's going to add that to her sign. So please knock because I need some quiet time. Number 3, do it again. So now she's going to think of a third reason why somebody should knock and not just barge in. The third reason why is because Hannah thought that her dog Jojo might pick up a piece of her toy and swallow it and get hurt. So she didn't want Jojo, the dog, to get in there. So that's why she's saying, please knock, grown-ups, so that the dog doesn't run in and get something that it's not supposed to. So it's a safety reason as well. So if Hannah added all of those reasons to her sign, people would be more convinced not to go into her room. So a lot of times in our writing, when we convince people, we tell them reasons why, or we convince them about what would happen if you did go into her room, or what is going on that's not allowing you to go in there. So now I want you to take some time and try this on your own. So the way that we're going to do this, in our classroom, we have partners to share with. But guess what? At home, we don't have all the time a partner. Sometimes we might have a big brother or sister. So what I want you to do is I want you to get a stuffed animal. Now, Miss Comer has her stuffed animal right here. We're going to count down from 10 to 0. When I get to 0, I flick you back here so that you are ready to hear what you're going to do with that stuffed animal. Let's count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Perfect. Welcome back. All right, with your stuffed animal, what I want you to do is I want you to tell your stuffed animal the 3 reasons why you see that as a problem. You're going to try to convince your stuffed animal why it's a problem. We're going to whisper that convincing. So, Miss Comer, it wants to hear you whisper your 3 reasons why it's a problem. So your problem is a lot different than Hannah's, so I can't wait to hear yours. Go ahead. I want to hear you whisper them to your stuffed animal. Awesome job. And sometimes it's hard to think of 3, so we might have to think of 2, and we could always come back. All right, kindergarten writers, today we worked on convincing people, getting people to follow us. So what you're going to do now is you're going to get your piece of writing out from yesterday with Miss Scranton, where you decided your problem and then you talked about it and you wrote it down and you thought about it and you wrote it down. So now you are going to convince people. You're going to tell, why is this a problem? What's the reason it's a problem? What's going to happen if you don't follow? You're going to write it down. That's number 2. Number 3, do it again. Let's go over them. Let's do it with me. Number 1, think of that reason. Why is it a problem? What's going to happen? Number 2, write it down. There you go. Number 3, do it again. So how many reasons should we have, kindergarten? 1, 2, 3. All right, kindergarten writers, I can't wait to read what you have next week. Please don't forget to send it in to your teachers. We miss you very, very much. Goodbye.